Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Carin Whybrew.
You're listening to the Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hey, Carin.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well, let's get the show started. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do?
All righty. Well, my profession is I'm a licensed broker, and my license is with Coldwell Banker Hubbell BriarWood. And I do have a team, the Carin Whybrew Project. So we run a fun little operation over here. Our office is in Okemos, but we do real estate all over the area, greater Lansing area, and we can make a referral anywhere in the world.
Awesome. I like it. When you were younger, is this what you had planned for your future?
No, well, when I was younger, I had a lot of interests and a lot of things that I wanted to do and be. My mom sold real estate. My dad owned a plumbing and heating business. So we moved a lot. One of my passions, I used to draw houses. And so that kind of my aunt was into developing real estate. So that got me to where I am today.
Awesome. I like it.
I wanted to work for the FBI though.
Hey, did you try?
That's my side job. I work for the FBI.
I see. Just got to keep that in down low.
We'll beat that out of this recording, right?
Yep.
Yes. You are my first pupils.
That's awesome. When you first got started into real estate, did you get any advice that stuck with you throughout the years?
Well, the things that have stuck with me, I think my best advice was to where you are, be. And it's simple, and it has helped me in many, many situations. The compliment that played into that was people said, you're a professional and you're busy and you have lots to do, but you always feel like when we're together, we're your only clients. Mm-hmm. And I try to do that. I call it the zone. I'll be on a listing or I'll be doing a walkthrough, and all of a sudden it just comes to me that, wow, this is what I can do and this is what I'm very good at. But it's kind of a feeling. And I've talked to one person I'll talk about later about this, and it is something that happens when you're having so much fun at what you do. And I've been fortunate. So my advice is always try to be right in the moment as best I can. And it's hard when you have so many people coming for services and such, but that's been my best advice, my best word to send out to the universe there.
Yes. I know that will help build the relationships too, because if they feel like they're your own client, then they're not going to feel rushed or inconvenienced at all when they have to reach out to you for anything. So
yeah,
awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. I know over the years, you've probably seen quite a few properties that maybe you didn't want to be back in, or maybe you just didn't want to show. Anyways, with that question, is there any of them that stick out to you for the worst property or showing that you've been to?
Well, my dad always said any house can be a home. And one of our team mottos is everyone deserves a loving home. Mm-hmm. So I do not put a price on the listing I take. It's so much fun to work with someone that needs help or their property needs to be fixed up or staged. And on the opposite end, we'll do $1 million properties. I will say that the worst showing I ever had was in the dead of winter, and I pulled up. The driveway was not plowed, and that's one of my pet peeves. So I got stuck in the driveway. Then I trudged up to the house and fell off the porch and literally then fell all the way down a flight of stairs. Oh, so that's been my worst experience. Yeah. And I didn't even get hurt either. So I called a friend of mine and he pulled me out, but there have been a lot of fall downs on the properties, but that's been my worst showing experience. Yeah. All the houses, I try to find something nice in every house, because that also plays into our marketing. Mm-hmm. And I think you guys do a good job too of showing that in the pictures you take too. So we just try to find the right fit for every property.
Yeah. I know you kind of mentioned your team a little bit ago. Can we talk about that? How many people do you have on your team right now?
All right. Team is so the Carin Whybrew project. And the reason I chose that name was we wanted to do something a little different. We also wanted to give the idea that there's other things within the team that we like to do. One of them is, the fundraising part of it. And so the project part is what are we all doing to come together and what are we doing to grow that and be better in the community and such. So I have right now I have 3 licensed agents on the team, TJ, Wesley, and Joe. Joe's our new person. Then we have an office executive manager, Berkeley, and we have an errand person, Cindy. And then we have a part-timer starting on Thursday, Jarrett, and he will kind of be the runner for us to put all the pieces of the little things together to make it all. One thing I do though with the team is if I take a listing, it's my listing. The licensed agents do a lot of the buyer work, but I do like, even though we do a good amount of volume, I do like my clients to feel like I am their person and I'm not just the name. And that keeps me busy, but that's been the fun part for me is getting out with the people and being able to stay relevant as opposed to just sitting behind my desk where I am now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when you tell us about when you first decided to add on a team member. And
yeah, I for so long it was just me. And I'm married. I have 2 boys and it all worked because my husband managed a golf course. So he was home early in the day. And then it got to the point where there's only so many hours in a day. And I want to be with the people, I want to stay with the people. And I was getting business that I could have, but I wasn't going to be able to be fully accountable to them. So I started with the team and so we're all able to make the showings and handle the buyers and take the listings. And I started with 1 and then 2 and then 3. And so we have another one that will start, and I don't want to be so big because I do like to also mentor them. We each within the team have other jobs that we do within the team. So one of our team members manages the website and one of them manages our fundraising events. So that allows us also to stay relevant in other areas of real estate without just sitting there waiting for the next client. So I don't know, it's been fun. In fact, one of our brokers said the other day, you seem like you're happier. And, I'm generally a happy person. I like to wake up happy, but they keep it energized as well.
Yeah. And that's the fun part too. If you have team members who are energetic and fun around you, then that's going to reciprocate around the whole team itself. So
yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know you said you are adding on another team member here soon on Thursday, right? So that's exciting.
Thursday, and this is just going to be a part-time person.
Okay.
Joe is our most recent licensed agent, and then Jarrett's going to be kind of behind the desk. And then we have another person that's connected with us that I'm not saying their name yet because they have not made it public. They will be licensed as well. Okay. So it'll be fun. Yeah. We were lucky. Our broker gave us our own little suite here now. So we do have a space to work efficiently and have private office, especially during COVID. People weren't coming into the office, but we're able to come in and got a nice little workspace here. Our office is in Okemos.
That's awesome. So tell what kind of advice would you give someone joining your team, like just starting out in like real estate?
Just to have fun. And I say to them is, if you're honest, it's not, things are going to happen. Every person is different and every experience is different. We also are venturing out into some new avenues here on the Carin Whybrew project that we're working behind the scenes. So I just tell them to have fun, to take the time though. This is not a part-time job. So everyone thinks, I'm going to get into real estate and I'm going to have so much free time and I can travel and do all these things. You just have to be accountable. Yeah. And so I do have set times to meet with each of the team members. Berkeley's in the office every day, but we with texts and social media and such, we're able to stay connected. But the advice would be that you really do need to do it full time. It is not a part-time job.
Yeah, and I know, like you mentioned, a lot of people getting into the business, maybe who have not had a mentor or anybody else in their life around them, think that sometimes, yes, you can just take vacations. And the funny part with that is we've heard over talking to so many different people, you want to take a vacation, then your phone's going to be blowing up and you won't be able to have a vacation. So it's kind of ironic with that one. But I know you mentioned fundraising as well. Can you talk a little bit about that? What do you guys do for fundraising?
Well, when my kids were in school, that was so much fun with the, in sports, and we did a lot of fundraising there. But most recently, we had a golf outing a couple weeks ago at College Fields in Okemos, and we raised over $1,000 for the Capital Area Humane Society.
Oh, nice.
So we have to get that check delivered. We rescue dogs basically. So that's fun for us to give back in that way.
Yeah.
And then our next adventure this winter, I hope, is going to be called Stuff the Bus. And so I need a bus.
Hey, there you go, guys. Who has one?
Somebody has a bus.
I can't go take the high school's bus. They're not going to let me have it. But anywho, what I want to do is I want to literally, whether it's going to be a mobile home or a camper, I'm not sure. I'm calling it Stuff the Bus, but I want to reach out. There's an orphanage down in Detroit that I've kind of watched. And so what we're going to try to do is just collect some things to take to the kids. And
okay.
So that's a plan. That's very fresh. I just announced that yesterday. And like I said to everybody, we need a bus. So far a bus hasn't shown up, and might be Stuff the Trunk. That might be what it ends up being. I'm not sure.
We're gonna share this podcast, and we're gonna help you find that bus. We're gonna post it.
Yes.
So someone's gonna reach out with the bus. Yes. If you could start over today with all the knowledge that you have, what's one thing you would do differently?
In the business, and I thought about this a long time, I can't think of any. I know that sounds cliche, but I don't know of anything I would change. Okay. I've been so lucky to do something that's fun for me and that I'm passionate about and that I can be good at. And I'm here every day. I get up, and sure, I like to have my me time too, but I can't think. I really struggled hard. What would I do different? I stayed with the same company. I've been in the business 29 years. And they've been good to me. So I know I don't have a very good answer for that.
That's okay. You learned a lot. That's why you don't want to change anything. Everything was a learning experience, right? So
yes,
it's good.
That is true.
Before we go today, how can people get a hold of you to join your team and then to contact you about homes as well?
All right. Well, you can reach us directly at our websites. Carin Whybrew at cb-hb.com. Also follow us, follow our adventures. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or CarinWhybrew.com. We have a business and my personal Instagram account, which we're trying to grow that as well. So you two get me some followers and a bus, and then I'll be happy.
Followers and a bus. You guys heard it.
Yep. Followers and a bus.
I like it. Well, perfect. Well, hey, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Are these working?
All right.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. I think they're working. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
What do we got to point at it? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. It
might be there.
It might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Find
it. It's red.
Yeah. And it's blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah, I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them also give us a 5-star review if they're listening on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars, review. Guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take 4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on.
I don't think this is working.
This is not working.